Hello, everyone, and welcome to this weekend preview for the week starting on October 30th, 2017. Um, you know, last week in the terms of this channel was kind of a disappointment. I only really got one thing up that, as I'm swinging in my chair here, I only got one thing up that I really said I was going to do, which was the Dead or Alive 5 last round Halloween costume set that we had done a little while back. I got those up pretty much this morning. Last week, I may mention to it in the weekend preview video as well, that I felt like I had had a lack of motivation over the last for a little while, and it kind of hit throughout that entire week where I ended up not really doing anything. Even to the point of not doing any of the Godsalls turnbuckle stuff, so I kind of took a break from, even though I watched the wrestling shows and I saw a lot of different things that went down and everything in that sense. I kind of took a break from doing everything. I guess maybe it was a little bit burnout, something in that sense. So we're going to look to go back into it this week. I'm filming this after watching Monday Night Raw, so it will. I'll be attempting to do a Raw review either after recording this. I don't know if this will be uploaded quite yet at that point in time. But I will be recording this, and then I'm going to try to go live with a Godsalls Turnbuckle live, and then and then the eventual video that goes out afterwards as well. It's going to be, and we're going to see if that ends up happening. That may happen, or it may happen tomorrow. It may happen either one of those at either one of those times. So that's kind of where we're going in the terms of the game plan for the Monday Night Raw ones. Everything in that sense. I may try to do things a little bit differently as well. I've kind of considered doing a at some point not like a once a week thing, but or going to more of a once a week thing for the wrestling reviews as well. I kind of thought about doing that. Maybe we will attempt that one week or something in that sense, where we only get one episode. It'll be a little bit longer, and we go through like Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and whatever I end up happening to watch or read throughout the entire week, as well in the terms of the wrestling side. We might try something like that down the line. I don't know that's going to happen this week. I don't think it's going to happen that way this week. I think I'll be able to go with Raw, SmackDown, NXT. I don't know if I'm going to be watching Bound for Glory this Sunday, just based off of the fact that I haven't really watched any Impact Wrestling over the last month. I kind of just like after like everything that had gone down again, like they're GFW, they're Impact Wrestling, they're TNA. No, they're GFW. No, they're not GFW anymore. The deal was never finalized to begin with, type thing. So I kind of went away from that for a short period of time, in that sense of everything. So I don't know if I'll be watching Bound for Glory. I might try. I don't know on that side of everything. So I don't know if I'll be doing anything on that side of it. But otherwise, this week. Oh yeah. Also another update. I don't think I'm going to be releasing any of the Street Fighter V stuff. I recorded some stuff. Like I said, I did the Dead or Alive 5 Halloween costume thing. Like I had said, everything in that sense. Got that released out there. I had also had recorded a good 2.5, well, 3, maybe 4 hours worth of footage on Street Fighter V, and I just looked at it. And I looked at this in an honest perspective of me just recording. It wasn't streamed. It wasn't anything like that. And did I find any of it to be interesting? And the answer was, and I'm not going to say that the gameplay wasn't interesting or anything in that sense, but commentary-wise, just overall tone that I was taking throughout the entire time, I didn't exude excitement or anything in that sense, which means I was not either enjoying myself, or I wasn't getting into it as much as possible. And you sit there and you record a bunch of stuff, and you take a look back at it in some cases, and I take a look at it. It's just one of those things like, am I showing any kind of like what kind of emotions am I showing? What kind of even if you're not seeing it, like what am I conveying at that point in time? And I was kind of conveying just meh at that point. Like I wasn't, I felt like I was having fun, but in the terms of my tone and everything in that sense, that didn't come across on that side of everything. I was kind of more just nitpicking at what I was doing right or doing wrong throughout the entire time, and I really don't want it to be that way. I kind of want it to just be having fun. And yes, we can kind of nitpick here and there, but it was more just nitpicking on everything than, and I'm not saying like nitpicking on bad things in the game or anything in that sense, just how I was overall playing it at that point was where the nitpicking was. So I'm not going to end out releasing the footage because it really, it wasn't interesting. If it wasn't interesting to me, then what's the purpose of trying to release it? I know there's a bunch of things on this channel that most other people probably don't find interesting, but I find it to be like a blast or something in that sense. And so I go ahead and put it on there on that side of everything. But in this case, I can't really say that, and yeah, it's just one of those things on that one. So I probably won't be releasing the Halloween footage for Street Fighter V. I will be going back into Street Fighter V, and I might be playing it here and there off of a stream or anything in that sense to try to, continue learning everything in that sense. But I think we may go back into the terms of video or streaming side of it when Street Fighter V Arcade Edition comes out. I think early next year or something in that sense. I don't know exactly when it comes out, but I know it's going to be coming out in a relatively soon on that side of it. So we will be going back to that at some point in time. So what is going down this week? Well, like I said, I believe I'm gonna get back to the Godsalt's Turnbuckle reviews, everything in that sense. We will be starting with Monday Night Raw. We may try to change things up at some point because I feel like I said at the beginning of the video, with an aspect of having a lack of motivation to do something, it means that I don't think it means that I'm not enjoying doing it anymore. I feel like at that point it may need to be tweaked in some way, shape, or form. Whether it means I go and watch a different wrestling promotion, or if it means I change the way I do the videos, or do I add a different type of video? Do I go through news or anything in that sense throughout the week? I don't know what it means, but I'm going to try to figure it out. As soon as it pops into my head what I want to do, then we go for it. But until then, we're going to kind of go back into it. And if I feel like one week I need to just sit back and it's like, you know what, we'll just do it all in one go with everything, then we'll do it that way. If it will be the separate videos like Raw, SmackDown, NXT, like on most weeks, then we'll do it that way. I'm gonna kind of figure out as I go along how I'm gonna end up doing anything. I'm gonna kind of do it more to my liking in that sense. Like I said, if I feel like I'm not being motivated to do something, then something needs to change because a lack of motivation doesn't mean you don't enjoy it. It just means that something needs to change up at some point in time. But I have to figure out what it is. If you're getting what I'm saying on that one, I just got to figure out what it is at that point in time. But otherwise, we're going to kind of go back into our normal routine of it. When Raw goes up, when the Raw review does go up, we will live stream it beforehand, and then the video will go up later. Same for SmackDown, same for NXT, same for anything when the terms of the wrestling reviews. You'll see it live initially, and then the video will go up afterwards to go along with it. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this week. So things I didn't get to last week: Mario Odyssey, Wolfenstein, didn't get to those. I should get to those this week in some way, shape, or form. At least I'm hoping so. I have, in the sense of a playthrough for Mario Odyssey, I'm going to be doing something on my Twitch page. I did play a little bit of the game just to see, uh, because this is like the first time I've had a Switch or anything in that sense, so I wanted to see how the Switch worked, everything in that sense, getting everything set up. So I played a little bit of it just to kind of get used to what I had in the terms of the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. So we'll probably start it back over again when I do go live with a Mario Odyssey playthrough. So we'll start it over right from the beginning, so it's not one of those things like, oh, you're jumping in like part way through. Well, that's a little weird. No, we'll start right at the beginning when it comes to that playthrough. And same with the Wolfenstein as well. Though that is one game I haven't actually um, ended up playing any of yet, but that will change here down the line. So. Yeah, with that being said, everyone, that's pretty much everything I've got for you this week. Hopefully, we kind of I just get everything into a good flow, and everything just kind of goes throughout the week ahead. So, with that being said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the content coming to you guys this week, and have a great week ahead.